Anthony Davis went off against the Suns. Maybe LeBron got in his ear and told him to wake up, or maybe he's heard the ridiculous hate.
He is not a grinder. He doesn't take care of his body, and therefore his body doesn't take care of him. That is why he has so many small nagging injuries.
What? That is such an irresponsible claim to say Anthony Davis doesn't take care of his body. How would that guy know? Saying AD is injury prone because he doesn't take care of himself without showing any proof is disgusting. Some people just get injured. KD, Kristaps Porzingis, Victor Oladipo, Anthony Davis. People are crossing the line with the AD hate, and they're missing the actual problem. This video explains what's actually wrong with AD and what it means for the Lakers. Yo, it's KC, hit subscribe. 2 member shoutouts, Marcus Aurelius, cool name, and CubeFace3000. Guys, real quick, in the description is a link to join the free email club, and every week I put out basically my most interesting salary cap storyline. We're looking ahead to the offseason, and this week, if you click the link, you get the video. It's about Lonzo Ball and all of his options this offseason. It is fascinating. Even without LeBron James, Anthony Davis can't keep them out of the play-in. It's like the Pelicans AD all over again. Unfortunately, I think we all overrated how good the Lakers offseason was. Even I gave them an A+ and said they won the offseason, but I was dead wrong. The Lakers let go of Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, who, let's face it, did the hard, dirty work so LeBron and AD wouldn't have to. They replaced them with Marc Gasol, who's a shell of himself, Montrezl Harrell, who is dipped, and Andre Drummond, who is just not making a big impact. Kyle Kuzma is really inconsistent, and he dyed his hair blonde, which, as we know, takes away his powers. But the one thing everyone blames is health. They say, oh, if the Lakers are healthy, they're the favorites. LeBron and AD got injured, that is really their only problem. That is wrong. The actual problem with AD is he's a different dude than last year. His mindset has changed. And I'm not gonna call him names like diva or prima donna, which I've heard, but he just doesn't have that same fire. One soundbite that I think really illustrates this was before last season, and this stuck in my mind all year.
Are you going to win Defensive Player of the Year?
That's the goal. You know, I had a meeting with Coach, and I said I want to hold teams under 100 points. He was like, "Oh, it's tough. This, you know, the way the league is now, guys can score, but you know, I want to be able to push guys. Like our first mindset should be on the defensive end. We won't have a trouble scoring, but we have to make sure that we lock in defensively, and that's going to help us, you know, reach our ultimate goal."
Yes, that is the exact kind of fire the Lakers need to hear from Anthony Davis now. Where did that guy go? And don't be fooled about going off against the Suns. It was his first 40-point game since last year's postseason. He can't just flip a switch before the playoffs. The West is too deep. He had that fire all last year. And by the way, I don't even care that he didn't win Defensive Player of the Year and that he lost it to Giannis. The mindset is what's really important and what wins chips. There were tons of quotes too, like this one, where he said, quote, "Right now my focus is trying to figure out how I can help this team and the organization become a championship team." Well, mission was accomplished, and AD apparently moved on. These numbers made me go,
Things that make you go,
Since Anthony Davis has come back from his injury without LeBron, the Lakers are 3-7, almost minus 50 with AD on the court. They cannot depend on this guy to keep them out of the play-in. I thought he was supposed to be a top 5 guy in the league. And no, it's not just his big injury that he had. AD was well below his usual production before the calf issue. He is logging career-low free throw attempts since his rookie year, his lowest rebounds, and his fewest blocks. Those stats, to me, indicate effort and aggression. AD will always be loved as a Laker for hitting the game winner against the Nuggets and for helping them win a chip in the bubble, number 17, but there is no argument that he did not bring that same energy this season. Now, some people will blame winning a chip and relaxing. Others will say, oh, it's because he signed that big 5-year, $190 million deal. But none of that actually matters if AD had Kobe's Mamba mentality. One of his teammates does, though. I remember a story came out the day after they won the chip on Yahoo Sports, and LeBron apparently told AD during the celebration, "We've got more work to do." It's like, dude, can you not just enjoy the moment, LeBron? Actually, no, he can't, which is why he is chasing Michael Jordan, and AD's pretty cool with where he's at. AD's mindset reminds me of like trying to get in shape, best shape of my life. I'd love to look like a fitness model, and yes, I do diet and exercise, but no, I am not willing to do what it actually takes to get there. And I'd probably be happier just accepting I don't have the discipline that it takes to look like one of those guys. And that's okay. It's probably not healthy, actually, for LeBron to think about next year while drinking championship champagne. But that's what makes him an all-time great. Guys like AD were born with a body that gets them to the league, but fewer players match that natural talent with an unnatural drive. AD doesn't refuse to take care of his body, or he's taking the year off because he got paid. He's already been paid. He's just not like LeBron, Michael Jordan, or Kobe up here. So yes, this means the Lakers won't repeat as champions. I just think they would need to look like, I don't know, the Clippers right now. In a groove, great chemistry, healthy. Instead, the Lakers are losing games, LeBron is not back, and Kuzma even said the team isn't connected, whatever that means. What really worries me though is LeBron's comments. He sounded legit worried about the play-in games. And if this is the dominant defending champs, they wouldn't care about a play-in. We'll stomp anybody in a one-game scenario. Instead, he doesn't have the confidence, which says a lot. I think there's a chance they never win another chip with LeBron and AD. As talented as they are, there are 29 other teams dying to overtake them, and it takes a massive commitment physically and mentally to stay ahead. But what's worse than all of that is the Lakers could be in trouble in the distant future too. LeBron's contract extension is massive, and if he continues to be injured, it could weigh them down like the Kobe deal did in his final years. When they traded for AD, they gave up most of their young players and picks, so getting yet another star will be difficult. I did an entire video on how the front office messed up by not getting Kyle Lowry when they had the chance. But the bigger issue isn't AD not taking care of his body. He didn't take care of his mind, and winning a championship requires that mindset. That's exactly what the Clippers have. Check out this video. It is my official championship prediction for 2021.